All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I actually have a very interesting corporate woke story that I wanted to go over with you today. Something a little bit different from what we normally cover, but I thought this was very interesting. It's very similar to some of our BlackRock stories that we have covered, and this one in particular has to do with Tractor Supply Co. as a company. Now, this particular company has decided to go down the woke DEI rabbit hole for the last few years and have done so many things to try to bolster their ESG scores, and it's very obvious, and we're going to go over in this particular article here. But apparently, according to this Twitter post here, Tractor Supply Co. has completely backed out of everything and anything ESG and DEI related.
Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they are dropping DEI jobs. They are dropping DEI programs. They are dropping everything and saying, screw this shit, because they don't want to risk it anymore. So let's get into this article, guys, from The Advocate. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, let's go over the history of Tractor Supply Co. so you guys can get an idea of where the company was at before we discuss what they're doing now. So it says, in an attempt to erase its diversity legacy, Tractor Supply Co. has removed all DEI-related content from its website. So they're very serious about this. However, the Wayback Machine's Internet Archive reveals a company that once championed an inclusive culture. The archive page stated, "Our values guide us in how we treat others as team members and how we create a welcoming environment for everyone we serve, including each other, our customers, and our communities." The company had proudly supported employee diversity groups such as African Americans on the Rise, Asian Pacific Life Out Here, Puerto Juntos Strong Together, Hispanic TMEG, LGBTQ+, You Belong Out Here, Veterans Group, Women Out Here, and Young Professionals. I hope you keep the Veterans Group one. Before the sharp change in the corporate citizenship, HRC had awarded Tractor Supply Co. a score of 95 out of 100 in its 2023 Corporate Equality Index. Tractor Supply Co. received 5 out of 5 points for workforce protections, including a policy that covers sexual orientation and gender identity. It earned 50 out of 50 for inclusive benefits, supporting equivalency in same and different sex spousal and partner medical and soft benefits, family formation benefits, and equal health coverage for transgender individuals. I mean, like, imagine being a company and having to spend all this money on this shit just to keep some wokies happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine having to invest all this money just to keep some psychopaths online happy. It's insane. But it's really not about just keeping psychopaths online happy. It's more so keeping their ESG investors happy. The company also provided an LGBTQ+ benefits guide for its employees for internal training and inclusive culture. Tractor Supply earned 25 out of 25 for providing LGBTQ training, data collection efforts, gender transition guidelines, and having an LGBTQ employee resource group. The company earned 15 out of 20 points in corporate social responsibility for outreach and engagement to the broader LGBTQ community. Okay, so they only failed by 5 points on the last bit. They scored a perfect score on everything else. And you guys know how difficult it is to actually get a perfect score on this stuff. You got to be really fucking woke in order for that to happen. So this company was going down the rabbit hole pretty deep. Now, let's get into this, because this is amazing to me. This is like a massive victory. And like Robbie Starbucks says, massive victory to report. I've exposed the woke agenda Tractor Supply corporate office for 3 weeks now. They have responded. Here's their statement. And this statement is huge. And honestly, I know it's just one random off company, but it's very important to talk about, because look at this. This man, Robbie, and I'm sure many others in that particular, field of whatever commentary, have decided to focus on these companies. And look at this company now decided to change their tune, all because of what's happening. You don't take a complete 180 like this unless you realize that your company is at extreme risk if you don't do so in terms of financially. And I think they've realized this. So let's get into it. They apparently are very serious. Here's their statement. They will no longer sponsor Pride festivals. That is huge. That is massive to me, okay? That's number one. Number two, they are eliminating all DEI roles and they are retiring their DEI goals. So they're literally going to fire all the fake jobs that are in their company that are DEI focused. And any goals, ESG goals, whatever that they have for DEI are going to be scrapped. They will no longer submit data to the Human Rights Campaign for a corporate equality index score, so they don't care. That's it. They don't care about being scored on the corporate equality index anymore. They said, fuck it. It's not even worth it. They will withdraw from carbon emissions goals. So there you go with the climate activist nonsense. They promise to continue to listen to their customers and team members. Good. That's what you should do. Refocus our team member engagement groups on mentoring, networking, and supporting the business. That's exactly what you should do. You should focus your money and your resources on growing your employees, your team members, fostering an environment where merit-based promotions are a thing, not DEI-based promotions. Hire people and promote people that deserve the fucking position. Stop this whole DEI hiring bullshit just so you can make your ESG overlords extremely happy. This monumental change is thanks to all of you who supported my work exposing this, to the whistleblowers in Tractor Supply and my fellow farm owners who respectively spoke up. I'm working to get more information about these changes, but this is a fantastic moment for the fight to banish wokeness, DEI, and ESG from the workplace. This is one of my many dominoes to fall in to bring back an economy where the customer is king once again and woke politics are eliminated from the workplace. Looking forward to your reactions in the comments. This is huge. This is a huge statement. It's all official. None of it's made up. None of it's hearsay. They actually posted all of this, and they are very serious about doing so. You could read their initial statement here. It says, for more than 85 years, Tractor Supply has been focused on one thing, serving life out here. Every day, our 50,000 team members take care of our customers like family. We deeply value our relationships with our customers and the communities we call home. It seems like they service a lot of rural areas, right? So I would imagine most of those areas are probably super conservative, right? So I don't understand why this company would decide to go down the DEI rabbit hole when it's very clear that a lot of their customer base doesn't fuck with that shit. And I guess they fucked around and found out the hard way. But they're doing the complete opposite of Bud Light. They put out an actual statement saying this is what we're going to do to make up for the bullshit we were just doing and got caught doing. This is what we're going to do. This is our roadmap. You can follow it here. And that's way more important, and that's way more of a better statement than what Bud Light ever did. We are passionate about being good neighbors in our hometowns because without you, we would not be what we are. Good. That's what you should notice. It is imperative to us that our customers' hard-earned dollars are taking care of our team members and the communities we all love. As you supported us, we have invested millions of dollars in veteran causes, emergency response, animal shelters, state fairs, rodeos, and farmers markets. We have also invested in the future of rural America. We are the largest supporter of FFA and have long-standing relationships with 4-H and other educational organizations. All that shit sounds great. Like that is what you should be focusing on. And it's funny because they just said we have also invested in the future of rural America, which is what I just said. I figured this was a company that was based in rural America that they support. That's their customer base. So I'm glad to see that they're turning around, realizing before it's too late. And maybe now we can see the effects of what happens when you don't get woke, right? If you don't get woke, will you not go broke? I guess we will find out. There are some people out there that will never forgive them for going down the DEI rabbit hole, but I think this is a good PR move for them, and this is going to probably increase the money that they receive little by little. So we'll find out in the future what happens. We'll follow this story. I'm very curious to see how this one turns out. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.